Hey guys, your boy Shaw Bellamy, and as you can see here, this is another episode of Philly Eagles Talk here on my Flag with Fly channel. The game ended, I think, posted like an hour ago. I had to do some little running around real quick for the snow hit the ground here, in in Harrisburg area where I live. But yeah, as you know by now, the Philadelphia Eagles got beat down, destroyed, whatever you want to say, by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 31-15. Don't let the score fool you. I hate garbage time stats. I hate garbage time points. The Eagles, was down 31-0 in this game. And the reason why it ended up being 31-15 because the Buccaneers just stopped giving a shit. They stopped trying to defend the Eagles. They let Jalen Hurts and the offense move down the field when it did not matter. Tom Brady and them was running the ball and just doing silly plays after they went up 31-0. It did not matter. So 31-15 is a false score. It was 31-0, and I'm probably going to look at it as it being 31-0. The Eagles could have easily lost this game by 40 if the Buccaneers cared enough to score 40 points on them. I want to give this real thought real quick before I give you who I thought did bad and what I look at as the positive at the end of this season as far as looking at this Eagles season as a whole, because like I said, we are eliminated from the playoffs now after losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want to give this real quick shout out to Eagles fans, and not shout out in a good way. I want to tell a lot of you to shut your mouths, because I got some Eagles friends, some fans and friends, people I made friends of, over the years, as far as just because everyone, people like my videos and I appreciate the support. But I'm telling you to shut their mouths, because there was tons of Eagles fans that called me fake, that called me, just said I was not a good fan because I had us losing this game against Tampa Bay. Because I was being objective, because I wasn't being biased and saying we're going to beat this team. Yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had injuries. Yes, they had this going on. But I am not betting against Tom Brady in a situation where their offense is actually good despite who may be out versus this Eagles defense. That was the main thing I said in my video yesterday on my TikTok video when I gave my predictions of all the games, my predictions as far as who was going to win on Wild Card Weekend. Eagles fans was coming at me and saying, "Yo, Sean, that's ridiculous, man. How do you not see us winning?" Or I did not say we didn't have a chance. Nothing is impossible. You got to go out there and play the game 100%. But the way the Eagles have looked all year, there is no reason anyone should be surprised, let alone Eagles fans who have watched this team from week 1 all the way till now, are surprised by it at all that they lost this game the way they did. The Eagles this year, after starting 2-5, started picking it up. Their running game was crazy. I think they broke records when it came to rushing this season. Definitely franchise records. They started picking it up, but people keep forgetting that underlying thing there, why we got better as the season went on. One, not just by just running the ball more, taking the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands, who I'll get to in a second, but most importantly, we did play awful teams. We played the Giants twice. We played the Washington football team twice. We played the Jets. We played the Saints, who God knows what's going on with them with their quarterback situation. People got to stop, especially Eagles fans, got to stop acting like this team was good. This team was not a good team, dude. They weren't. I am very impressed with what they did this year, but they are not a good team. We are not a good full team, dude. I don't understand why a lot of Eagles fans could not see this loss coming. That's why I look at some of y'all as delusional. Again, we have not looked good all year. Talking about for our defense has not looked good all year against a quarterback that is even decent. Any decent quarterback against Philadelphia is going to put up huge numbers because our defensive scheme is terrible. We have our cornerbacks playing 5-10 yards off the ball, which we did again against the Buccaneers for some reason. Our scheme, as far as we don't blitz a lot when we should, is ridiculous. And like I said, our secondary, our linebackers in general, just do not a good job covering their man or whatever they're supposed to do. So you're out of your freaking mind if you thought I was going to sit here and tell you that I thought we was going to win this game versus a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team led by the GOAT, who is Tom Brady, yo. I was not. Yes, I wanted us to win. Of course I wanted us to win. But to sit here and act like it was so ridiculous and unheard of that a fan picks against his team is crazy. Also, real quick, I want to tell other Eagles fans, you look stupid, because there was tons of Eagles fans hitting me up and also on Twitter saying that they wanted this. They wanted to face Tampa Bay. They wanted to go up against the Buccaneers, which I don't understand why. Maybe it was the injuries, whatever, but I'm still telling you, you can't count out Tom Brady. I don't care how many injuries they have. Listen, when your defense does not do well against the pass, when it comes to good quarterbacks throwing it against this team, it's just not unheard of to see that we was going to lose this game. Tom Brady had a field day again. He didn't have monstrous numbers, but I think he was almost close to 80% completion rate. It was just very easy out there. It was just a bunch of quick passes here and there, wide open passes, not really doing much. They went fast tempo with us. It was completely just, it was just slowly like a systematic breakdown. We were just watching them methodically kill our defense as the time went on. But I wasn't getting on this to jump on the defense that much, because I will say after we went down 17-0, I will give the defense a slight thumbs up, because they actually did start picking it up near the game when we was down 17-0. Obviously, you wish they would pick it up sooner, but this loss is entirely on the offense. The offense was god-awful. Jalen Hurts was absolutely awful. He looked like he didn't belong there, and everything else. His passes was not on point. He was inaccurate. He was getting out of the pocket when he should have stayed in. He missed a wide open touchdown early in the game to Quez Watkins because he abandoned the pocket too fast, because which he has done all year. We have seen, like I said, he was inaccurate. He just was not, it's like he was panic mode out there. Our running game couldn't get going. I don't know how many times we ran the ball, but we didn't. I know we didn't rush over for 100 yards, or if we did, it was during garbage time. But we couldn't run the ball against this Buccaneers defense, which is actually top 3 in NFL when it comes to rush defense. So it's not super surprising. But that was the fear I had coming into this game. If the game was aligned for the Eagles to have to throw the ball, or where Jalen Hurts had to throw it, and against Tom Brady versus Jalen Hurts, or Jalen Hurts basically versus the Tampa Bay defense, I was not picking Jalen Hurts to win that matchup. I'm sorry. Because, yes, we got Devontae Smith but as our starting wide receiver. But as we have seen all year, when Jalen Hurts is called upon to be the guy to go win us the game as far as throwing the ball majority of the game, the Eagles, or you could probably chalk that game up to a loss. Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback right now that you can trust to throw the ball majority of the game to win you a game. You have to have a running game behind him. You have to make him run, to actually have him run the ball, to make him more of a very big option going, throughout the game. When it's not like that and Jalen has to back up and you have to hope, win through his arm, I'm not picking us to win that game. And we didn't. It happened very quickly. We went down 14-0 really fast in this game. And you saw immediately where this game plan was going. We have to keep throwing. We're going to have to start throwing the ball. And the Buccaneers was daring Jalen Hurts to throw the ball. They was daring to throw the ball. Jalen Hurts, telling a defense going up against Jalen Hurts and threatening him to throw the ball is equivalent to Ben Simmons throwing. And I saw someone on Twitter said this. Shout out to, I believe her name was Sam, a girl on Twitter, a young woman on Twitter said this. Him throwing the ball is equivalent to Ben Simmons shooting a 3. As a defense, you are daring the Eagles quarterback to do that because you don't trust Jalen Hurts to be the guy when you need him to the most. It's just that simple. Do I believe Jalen Hurts deserves another chance? Absolutely. He should be the starter next year, but he has got to work on his accuracy and his timing of his throws, because every inefficient thing we've known about him or flaw we've seen about him this year, it came out in this game. Point blank, period. Another person that, first of all, is god-awful, had an awful game, needs to be freaking cut, is Jalen Reagor. I have said this from the dawn of time when we drafted this dude. Everyone kept saying, Sean, he's young, give him time. I'm done with it. The Jalen Reagor experiment is over, and I think a ton of Eagles fans can agree with me. He needs to go. Jalen Reagor literally sucks, yo. He sucks. This man, oh my God, man. The Eagles was down 17-0. And again, the defense made a stop. They forced Tom Brady to punt again. We're still waiting for our offense to pick it up and do something. So the Buccaneers punt, and I think the ball got punted to Jalen Reagor at the 50. It was like the 50 midfield. So we was gonna have some good field advantage. And we thought Jalen Reagor was gonna call a fair catch because it seemed like one of the Buccaneers players was about to hit him. So I was like, all right, he's gonna at least call a fair catch. Worst case is best case is a penalty, and we get more field yardage because they hit Jalen Reagor. This dude doesn't call fair catch and then ends up muffing the punt. Now, the way he fielded the punt, you can go back and watch the film. It looked like he got scared of the punt. He got scared of the punt. It's like he knew a hit was coming, so he literally just backed up a little bit, and the ball fell out of his hand, and then the Buccaneers ended up getting it back, and they went down the field and scored a touchdown to put them up 24-0, which sank any type of hope the Eagles and their fans, the staff, whatever, had of them coming back. Jalen Reagor sucks, dude. I cannot say that enough. I hate him as a player. As a person, he's probably a cool dude, but as a player that puts that uniform on, that puts that jersey, that helmet on, he absolutely sucks. He needs to go. The experiment is dead. He can't field punts. I don't care about his speed that you rarely see him beat anyone to the outside with. I don't care what they saw in him. It was a horrible pick when you could have either had Chase Claypool, you could have had Justin Jefferson, you could have had a decent amount of receivers, any receiver from that draft, besides obviously CeeDee Lamb because the Cowboys took CeeDee Lamb. But you could have had Justin Jefferson in your lap with Devontae Smith right now if you would have not been stupid and took Jalen Reagor. Reagor is trash, yo. I can't stand his attitude. I hate how he gets upset at the fans for calling him out. He's garbage. I wish him well in his future endeavors, but the Eagles have got to let him go. I have never seen a rookie regress this much, dude, where we haven't got nothing from him in the first place. His first year was not promising. His second, I don't know if this is his third year. His second year was not that promising. And this year he's not promising. He's garbage. He's garbage. Like I said, Jalen Hurts deserves a chance to start next year. He's showing us some things. Devontae Smith is clearly the number one wide receiver, and we definitely need to go out there and get a veteran second-string wide receiver to pair alongside Devontae Smith. Jalen Reagor as a 2, a 3, a 4, I don't even a 5. He's trash. There's no reason he should ever be on the field with the Philadelphia Eagles again. The only time he should be on the Eagles field is if he's going up against us because he is the opponent of another team. He's trash. That experiment's shot. They tried. They absolutely tried everything in their power to literally to show that this pick made sense, and it did not. It was god-awful. And I got to give also another thumbs down to Jalen Hurts, our quarterback, because for some reason he was doing his absolute most to give that bum the ball when he should have been throwing it to Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith didn't even get that many targets, bro. And Jalen Reagor had the gall to argue with Devontae Smith on the sidelines, I guess about some missed assignment or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, me and my girlfriend's watching it, I'm like, bro, you really are arguing with our number one dude like you're about something. What have you done, dude, to even argue with anyone on that sidelines, man? Oh, excuse me. Again, the loss was not unexpected. You know, I seen it coming. I didn't see us play horrible and look pathetic, but I seen the loss coming. I will say to wrap this up, dude, I do believe this was a successful season only because we was, I think, predicted to win about 3-4 games this year. 3-4 games. So, and the fact that we had a rookie head coach in Nick Sirianni who showed promise. We have a young quarterback, I think, who's 23 years old, and Jalen Hurts who showed promise. I say he got to work on his accuracy and his timing of his throws. But Devontae Smith clearly going to be a number one wide receiver. Jalen Hurts showed some stuff. I like Dallas Goedert. I like our running game. I think we will be fine. Plus, we have 3 first-round picks this offseason. Defense has to be changed up, though. We need a defensive coordinator. John Gannon has to go. He cannot have him as a defensive coordinator next year. We need a new scheme. We need more players. We need different players at the linebacking core. We need some good secondary help. We have got to mix the defense up. We've got to. But I do believe this was a successful season because the Eagles was not predicted to go to the playoffs this year. I even had us in a rebuilding stage where we wasn't going to look, but we showed some things in the second half of the year. It's just, there got to be some people that got to be like, I said, Reagor, our defensive coordinator, our linebacker core got to change. We have got to hit on all 3 of these picks. Even if we don't know who's going to turn out to be good with these draft picks, we have to make, Howie Roseman, our GM, has got to make sense with his 3 draft picks. He cannot screw this up. You have 3 first-round draft picks. Please use them wisely. Please do not ruin this, man. I think it was a good season for what it turned out to be. It just sucks that it obviously ended this way. We got destroyed, and now we're all going to be sitting at home hoping that the Cowboys lose, which I'm pretty sure they're on right now. Please, God Almighty, just please do well in the offseason, Eagles, with this draft picks, man. But that is it, you guys. I am out. I will be doing more, episodes of Philly Eagles Talk as the offseason goes on, but I'm out, man. Peace.